Okay, your business tonight right here on ETNOW. This evening, the focus is on the art market. With global equities on the edge, it's no surprise that investors have their designs on safer options, and the art market suddenly seems to have emerged as one such option.
That's right. It's not just about art for art's sake anymore, because we have seen some fairly good returns in this space. Let's talk about trends that are likely to emerge in 2012 with Renu, Director of Gallery Espace, who's joining us right now for a perspective. Ms. Modi, thanks so much. Let's get down to the expectations straight away. What do you really think will define art in 2012, and will it really beat some of the other investment options?
I think we'll develop many more collectors or buyers in this year. Maybe they would be of smaller value, because already there are buyers who are buying modern art, modern Indian art in a big way. You know, the value of the moderns haven't gone down, and contemporaries, I see an interest in buying contemporaries slowly, gradually increasing. You know, they all got a beating in the downturn. So I think the confidence back into the contemporaries will take a little time, but I think we will get some more buyers into the fold of collecting seriously.
Ms. Modi, though art outperformed global equities in 2011, do you think it has proved to be a solid investment even in times of a global crisis?
You know, it's actually, this is a very strange phenomena, what you just mentioned. There were many articles written and many people gave some interviews also on this. And I really feel art can never go down. And during these times, if somebody invests in art, I think it's a very, very good investment.
But Ms. Modi, help us understand, how does a crisis change the trend in art? What kind of art becomes more popular, and what sees a reduced interest, in times like these?
You know, during downturns, actually people would like to go in for safe art. You know, artists who have history, like with the Indian context, people have more confidence in the blue chip artists, maybe of the moderns like Hussain, Ramkumar, Gaitonde, Sousas, and a few sculptors like Meera Mukherjee, Ramkinkar Behj, the old masters, because they're very sure, because these artists have a very long history, you know, of exhibition, of sustenance.
That's right. Sorry to interrupt there. Just wanted to get a sense that you said that some of the seasoned artists are the ones who are all the time looked at. Within these, how are the Indian artists being viewed today, and has there been a change in the last couple of years due to the uncertainty in the world markets?
NRIs, they would go in more for the stable of artists who have been in, like the moderns. They are still going in for moderns, but there are younger buyers who are going in for contemporary, more new media art. And this trend, I think, will soon pick up maybe after a year, when they have more and more confidence in new media art and in the younger contemporary artists.
Which are the artists that you would endorse on buying now? This is the time to invest. If you were to think, then which artists would you pick?
My take, you see, we cannot progress or go ahead just by banking on the older generation. We need to look more towards the contemporary and the artists who are now coming up. I definitely would go. My take on contemporary art is still, it's very exciting what is happening in India, and like I would really go by Manjunath Kamath, who I show and who is doing more and more interesting work. We have many more artists, like Sarnath Banerjee is another one. There we have Chintan Upadhyay. We have so many more artists who are doing, and it all depends upon what kind of art one likes.
Ms. Modi, quick final word from you. This is more of a global point of view, because Chinese art has suddenly taken the world by storm. What's your own take? Is it a reflection of Asia's wealth or a greater Western interest in Eastern works?
You know, I think like in other fields, the systems in the West are all placed, but I think the market, the future is here in Southeast Asia, and there is such an interest, including India, that the Westerners are looking at, the museums are looking at. In China, Chinese art, the Chinese collectors earlier, like Indian collectors, were, there was a kind of a similar trend. They were looking at auction prices and artists who were going in auctions. But now, the Chinese collectors have overtaken the Indian collectors. They are the largest collectors in the world. Like last year they had, I think the Chinese collectors collected art worth $4 billion, which I think is absolutely exponential. It's just wonderful. Whereas Indian collectors were being much more, you know, they were playing safe. I think the awareness and the kind of, like in China, the Chinese government has given a tax holiday for 5 years, so you can import art at whatever price you buy, whereas this is not happening in India. So this also, I think, deters collectors from buying art outside in the auctions and, you know, getting them into India.
Yeah, that's a very interesting point indeed, and for many people they wouldn't actually compare India and China when it comes to art. Sure, we're used to doing it when it comes to infrastructure and manufacturing. Thank you very much, appreciate your time. Trending in 2012, art certainly looks like an exciting space, as pointed out by Renu Modi. Well, keeping it with art and other things that you can do over the weekend.